First of all, hats off to Buffalo. Coach Limbo, played their tails off today. Really outcoached us, outplayed us in really a lot of ways in this football game. Not the start that we've kind of leaned on here as this young season has been upon us, and we got behind there a little bit. And, really couldn't get a run game established to create any balance on offense, which put us in some tough third downs and some tough fourth downs that we just didn't convert. And conversion downs have been a strength of ours here, and today they were not. And when you do that, you get yourself behind, and one score turned into two. Defense did a great job, I thought, in the first half of trying to hold us in there, and then in the second half they got some runs out on us to kind of stretch their lead. Credit to John Allen coming in and playing and taking put in a tough position, right, where, it's really a one-sided thing where you have to throw the ball damn near every play to get back in the football game. And I thought he did a really good job, staying in there on some tough third downs and some pressure situations because, Buffalo's got a good core in the front seven. Got to get back to work here, got to get to the film, got to do a great job making sure that we tell ourselves the truth off the tape and really fix some of the errors and some of the mistakes that we're making and try to figure out how we're going to establish a run game that will allow us to create some balance offensively so we can have better starts like we've had the last few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, how much of the first half, just punt after punt after punt, do you think came from not being able to establish the run and just get into a rhythm offensively?
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily can't really all blame on the run game. Blame it all on the run game. I think that you have short, intermediate passes that are, like runs that are supposed to supplement the run game as well, and that are, RPOs or tags that come off a good run action. And, much like Miami, Buffalo plays an 8-man front damn near the whole time. Make it hard on you to run the ball. And you got to be able to execute some of those short, accurate throws at a high level, or it gets hard because you get into third and long scenarios. And, the conversion percentages go way down when you get past that 3rd and 7 threshold. So, like that didn't, we weren't aided in any stretch of the imagination by early down success that would allow us to be in third and manageable.
How much of those kind of struggles on maybe shorter passes was more Tucker versus just the wide receivers not making the grab?
Yeah, I mean, just off of here, right? Some plays the guys usually make that didn't get made, and some throws that maybe that, he's got a hand pushing him in his back, and we're just off a little bit, and off a little bit turns into, like I said, those third and long scenarios, and that makes it tough because they were able to pin their ears back a little bit and come after us a little bit more than maybe they had in the past, and shown on tape, and we didn't handle those in some of those third and long situations.
Defensively, how did their run game challenge you?
Yeah, well, I mean, trying to put an extra blocker in there looked like to me most of the time to try to create an extra gap and get the safeties and the DBs down in the fits and make sure that they're tacklers and trying to stay ahead of the sticks. Good plan. But I think we missed some tackles uncharacteristically today that maybe we normally make, and could look at tape and get the things corrected need to get corrected because next week's a massive challenge too.
The first quarter, I mean, as you mentioned, you guys have played so well in the first quarter this year. Do you think, getting down, maybe not playing as well offensively, it was just like a different type of pressure, a different situation you haven't faced this year that was difficult to kind of approach? Or
Yeah, I mean, I think that, this is Team 2024, and, Team 2024 has, work to do on it. Yesterday's home runs don't win today's games, and no one cares about 2022 and 2023. Like, we've got a lot of young players on our football team that are going through this the first time they've been down early in a football game. Didn't handle it well. We didn't coach well enough through it. And we gotta wrap our arms around this group and make sure this group understands the importance of every little detail and how you have to bring it every Saturday in college football. Because if you don't, you get beat. It's just the way it is. I mean, there's nobody's looking at the Toledo logo and saying, "Oh man, we can't beat them." That's not true in today's college football. I mean, Vanderbilt beat Alabama last week, so you've got to be at your best each and every Saturday, or you are in for a dogfight. And when you're in a dogfight on a road and you're not playing as well as you're capable of playing, it goes how it went today, and not a good feeling.
How impressed are you by what John Allen did out there to at least give the team some life?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of poise, a lot of composure there, and obviously, again, we're in a scenario right there where the 95% of the plays are pass plays to try to get back in the football game, and they're drop back passes. There's not play action. There's not running. There's not a running game. So everybody on the field, the other 21 guys on the field know what's up. So for him to hang in there and make some of those throws, I was happy for him and impressed by his poise and his composure. And but he practices that way. He's attention to detail, and I wouldn't expect anything less when he goes in there.
In the first half, you had really bad field position. A couple times Bryson let punts go. Was that like a mishap on his part, or?
Well, he lost it in the sun. He kind of took the conservative approach, and high character guy, high level guy that totally owns those. But that's a tough break. The squib kick that hits their guy at the front line that we don't get back. Tough break. I mean, we're not trying to do that. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that, man, oh man, and those breaks didn't go our way. It's football.
Quarters, seems like the offense was kind of out of sorts. What do you think out there? What were kind of the issues that were preventing you guys from gaining yards?
Well, I think that we just came out with low energy. They came out ready to play more than we did, and we came out flat, and we got hit in our mouths.
How hard is it to, like, if you come out that way and then you immediately get down, how hard is it to kind of build the energy when you're punting continuously?
I wouldn't say it's hard because we've done it before. We've done it a lot here. That's what we do. It just, sometimes it's self-inflicted wounds that we keep having, that we keep causing, and we just got to correct those things.
How did John Allen kind of provide a spark for you guys offensively?
I mean, coming in and just throwing the ball, giving the receivers opportunity, throwing touchdowns. I mean, and then John bringing the energy, right? So when you got a quarterback who's trying to lift everybody up and bringing the energy like that, you can't really do anything else but give the energy back to him and want to do your best for him.
I don't know, how much does this hurt, kind of losing this early in the MAC season? You obviously have a very tough October. This is one of those games.
Right.
But just, I don't know, what kind of the psyche do you think leaving here?
That we got a lot we have to go watch a lot of film, make a lot of corrections. It might hurt us emotionally. It might hurt us for the day, but we know that tomorrow we got to get back to it. The season's not over yet. We still can accomplish everything we want to accomplish. Like, everything that we want is in our hands. We just got to correct what we got to do, and we'll be where we want to be.
Just try to chip away, try to get the ball moving, try to score touchdowns, try to chip at that lead. That was just try to get the guys rolling, try to get a spark going. That's just what my goal was.
I mean, that first drive, 3 plays, you go right down the field. You had a big completion in there. Just how much kind of confidence does that give you and energy?
Yeah, definitely got me rolling a little bit, got me fired up because obviously I haven't played any. So that was just like, got my emotions rolling. I felt all the confidence going into the next drive.
Did you feel a sense of kind of like since you kind of almost had been waiting for your moment to make the most of it then?
Yeah, it was just, I've been waiting for 3 years now, and it's just awesome I know I hate that Tucker got injured, but because I never wished that, but, it was awesome just to get in there and play, which was awesome.
What is it like waiting? Obviously DQ played well the last couple of years. Tucker's played well this year. Just what's it like when you're a quarterback, you want to play, and you
it
just kind of sit there and watch?
It definitely gets hard, but I'm a very religious man, and I put a lot of my trust in God and His plan for me, and I know He's looking out for me, and I just kind of leave that to Him, and I don't worry about that stuff.
With the efficiency that you guys were just passing with at the end, did you and the offense feel a sense of resurgence that you guys could have made the comeback?
Yeah, I kept telling the guys, don't lose faith, don't lose hope. Like, let's go, we got a chance here, and yeah, that's what I was just preaching to them.
What does the performance like this do for you going forward?
Just a lot of confidence. We still didn't get to win, which is upsetting, but I've known I could play. It's just finally got a chance to get out there in college football and play, it's a lot of confidence.
How much, obviously Tucker gets most of the reps with the ones in practice. How often do you get them? Do you feel like you have the same cohesion with Junior and those guys?
Yeah, we do. We do a lot of individual stuff, like routes on air, and so we get a lot of reps with those guys. And I'm the same class as Junior, so we were on the third team first fall camp together, and we were clicking then. So yeah.
Is there just a sense of, again, maybe there's not as much that familiarity, but Tucker has described Jerwan as like a safety net. Did you kind of feel that as well out there?
Yeah, Jerwan is definitely, and he's going to compete for the ball even if you just throw it up. It's an awesome guy to have, and definitely for sure, safety net.